Hi guys, have Reform UK found someone thicker than Lee Anderson? So as we know, the former chair Zia Yusuf resigned following a tweet about a question at PMQs last week. He and Reform claimed at the time that his ditching of the job had nothing to do with Sarah Pochin's question. But of course, he was back in Farage's outfit 48 hours later. Anyway, the question that Sarah Pochin had asked was about banning the burqa, and Zia, perhaps trying to reinforce his far-right credentials, claimed that he now supports that position. But how he justified it made him sound like he was on the same intellectual level as 30p Lee. Have a listen.
The point is, if I was an MP, which obviously I'm not, I would think very deeply about it. I probably would, though, be in favour of voting for a ban writ large for face coverings in public, not just the burqa, but also the Antifa thugs who, for example, wear masks. I've seen for myself, I saw it firsthand, multiple thugs wearing masks, threatening Nigel, threatening our supporters, and actually attacking one of Nigel's security detail, and no arrests, partly because of the mask. So I probably would be in favour of the ban, yeah.
I'm fascinated by that, and just maybe I'm extrapolating from what you said here, but I'm interested for you to clarify. But somebody wearing a burqa is not the same as a thug with a face covering who's intimidating people. Are you linking the two? I mean, surely they're very, very different circumstances, and you could decide to ban one where people are purposefully intimidating people and not the other.
Yeah, that's true. You could. I'm expressing a view, and it's my personal view, just to be clear, not party policy, as has been made clear. But my personal view is I probably would do it to address the burqa itself. I do think this country does have huge issues with assimilation. I don't think that's a controversial statement. I think most people watching this program, politicians don't like talking about it for whatever reason, but it's one reason why I think the social contract in this country is fraying. And I'd also flag that, there are a lot of Muslim majority countries that have banned it, either, again, across the whole public life or inside government buildings, for example. So, look, the reality is it's a very difficult issue. I'm not saying it isn't. One of the things I'm always uneasy about is if you think about legislation in the UK is doing things that would be deemed as unconstitutional in the United States, which such a ban almost certainly would be under the First Amendment. But I think this country has very specific challenges. And that's why I said it's a very difficult decision, but I probably would be in favour of banning it, yeah.
I'm as confused as Wilfred Frost is, and I think we're all as confused, or Wilfred Frost is as confused as the rest of us. So, he started off by saying, yeah, I support a ban on the burqa. Okay, and why would you support a ban on the burqa? And his immediate response was to go to a situation that happened in Scotland with him and Nigel Farage, where they were intimidated, or allegedly intimidated, by people wearing face masks or face coverings. But those people were not wearing burqas. It's like, I was intimidated by people not wearing burqas, now I want to ban the burqa. Okay, then he was asked, okay, you understand that those people are different to the people wearing the burqa? And he said, well, yeah, we could make exceptions. So, exceptions for whom? Because then he went back to talking about the burqa. So why would you bring up the issue of people wearing face coverings in Scotland, or I believe it was in Scotland, who were intimidating you, on the issue of the burqa? And then when he realized I'm actually talking tripe, he goes back to the typical position of, oh, this is just my personal opinion. Well, we don't care about your personal opinion because you are representing Reform UK. You're invited onto the show, onto Sky News, to represent Reform UK, to present their position, not Zia Yusef's position. Nobody gives a crap about Zia Yusef's position. They care about your position within Reform UK, and you're representing them and in this interview. This is not Sky News going to your home and having a chat with you about the weather. This is you going on their show to explain Reform UK's position. So you don't get away with, oh, it's just my personal opinion. No. And then why was he bringing up America? He talked about the First Amendment and he talked about Antifa. This is the sort of language we hear from Trump and the Republicans in the US, which is really concerning because is this another example of Reform UK trying to copy and paste rubbish from the US? We saw it with this Doge that they want to run with. The culture wars they're trying to import as well. So it's really concerning because what's happening in the US is fascism? Is this what Reform UK want to impose in the UK as well? Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. And let me know if you think that Zia Yusef is as thick as Lee Anderson, or maybe even worse.